So you're trying to set indicators for your project, and suddenly you're drowning in phrases like enhance stakeholder capacity or improve community resilience. Sounds fancy, but also as useful as a chocolate teapot. Don't panic. Today we're cracking the code on SMART indicators, the secret sauce to stop measuring fluff and start tracking actual progress. Spoiler alert, it's not rocket science. It's better. It's common sense with a fancy acronym. Let's get real. We've all been there. You set a goal like reduce poverty, and then your indicator is number of workshops held. Wait, what? How does sitting in a room eating stale muffins prove you're changing lives? This, my friend, is the chaos of vague indicators. They're like New Year's resolutions. You start strong, then forget them by February. And suddenly, your project's as directionless as a GPS shouting, turn left, into the ocean. Here's the problem. Weak indicators make M and E feel pointless. You're collecting data, but none of it tells you if you're winning or just vibing. Why? Because fuzzy goals equals fuzzy results. And fuzzy results? That's how you end up in a meeting where your boss says, "So, did we do anything useful?" Let's borrow logic from the goal-setting gods. SMART indicators aren't just a checklist, they're a bullshit detector for your project. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Think of it like a recipe. Skip one ingredient and your cake becomes a pancake or a disaster. Here's how to cook up SMART indicators without burning down the kitchen. Step 1, get specific or get roasted. Improve education is vague. Increase the percentage of girls aged 12 to 14 enrolled in secondary school in District X from 40% to 65% by December 2025 is SMART. See the difference? One's a slogan, the other's a target you can aim at. Pro tip, ask who, what, where, and by how much. If your indicator answers those, you're golden. Step 2, make it measurable. Math is your friend. If you can't count it, graph it, or slap it on a dashboard, it's not an indicator. It's a vibe. Instead of empower women, measure number of women-led small businesses earning over $100 per month. Use units, percentages, or yes, no outcomes. And if you're tracking feelings, awareness, use surveys with scales. Rate your confidence from 1 to 10 beats. Do you feel better? I don't know. Step 3, keep it achievable. No, you can't save the rainforest in 6 months. Your indicator should stretch your team, not snap their sanity. If your baseline says 10% of farmers use clean irrigation, don't set a target of 100% by next Tuesday. Check your resources, time, and reality. Pro tip, use past data. If you boosted enrollment by 5% last year, 10% this year is ambitious but doable. 500%? That's a Marvel movie plot, not an indicator. Step 4, stay relevant, or why are we even doing this? Indicators should tie directly to your project's big why. If your goal is to reduce malaria, don't track number of tree seedlings planted. Unless you're fighting malaria-carrying mosquitoes with shade, align every indicator with your project's North Star. If it doesn't connect, chuck it. Step 5, time-bound. Deadlines aren't evil, promise. No deadline equals forever procrastination. Increase access to clean water could take 5 years, or 50. Add a time frame. Install 50 boreholes in Village Y by Q3 2024. Timeframes create urgency and help you course correct when life, or budgets, explode. Your action step? Grab one indicator you're using right now. Ask, is it SMART? If not, pick one letter to fix. Too vague? Get specific. No deadline? Add one. Then, test it on a colleague. If they say, wait, what does that mean? Back to the drawing board. And hey, drop a comment below with your most ridiculous indicator ever. Number of goats attending workshops gets bonus points. Let's laugh so we don't cry. Wrap up. SMART indicators aren't about bureaucracy. They're about clarity. They turn, are we there yet? Into, we're 73% there. And here's how we'll nail the last 27%. Think of them as your project's GPS, steering you away from chaos and toward impact. So go on. Turn those fluffy goals into SMART masterpieces. And if you want more tips on surviving the M and E world without losing your mind or your sense of humor, hit subscribe. Now excuse me while I go measure the percentage of coffee consumed during this video script. It's 200%. Don't judge.